Hello, my friends. Hello, hello. It is that time celebrating 1,000 subscribers. Welcome, welcome. You are the first commenter. Look at you. I'm so happy to see you. um, this is it. This is the time where where I answer questions and we do giveaways. And just other things as well. So I've got some fun stuff in store for you guys. Um, I am going to wait for the giveaway until about a maybe 20 minutes in or so. I want to give people time to arrive and stuff like that. And so yeah. Hey, Alyssa, good to see you. And so yeah, I will be doing the giveaway drawing here in a little bit. I will wait to until then to debut my hat as well. I will debut my hat before before the drawing because that way I can do the drawing out of my hat. You see how that works. Welcome, Jenny. Hi. So glad you're here. How are you guys doing today? How's everyone doing this fine Saturday afternoon or evening for some of you, or night for some of you, or maybe it's Sunday morning for some of you as well? Jenny, I think it might be Sunday morning for you. Maybe? I'm not quite sure. I can't quite remember. But I do have dessert as well. I've got pumpkin cheesecake today. Pumpkin cheesecake. So this is my 1,000 subs celebration dessert. So I will be munching on that as well. And there is a human of the feline persuasion laying on my bed. So my cat might join us as well at some point. So she might get curious and wander over here and say, "Hey, can I climb up?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, of course you can climb up." So um, hey, Fred, good to see you. Thank you so much. This is a good day. Me and I have already been to Target and got some. Hey, Target and sushi. That's awesome. What a great combination, especially the sushi part. I'm all over sushi. Like now I need sushi. I might have to get some sushi tonight. Made a trip to the library this morning and now I'm home relaxing. I like that. I like the sound of that. Hey, thank you so much, Ryan. I appreciate you. Thank you. Not yet 9 p.m. and I've been ill. Oh, I'm sorry you've been sick. That's not good. The flu is never a good thing. Yeah. Audiobooks. That's definitely a good option for when you're sick. That sucks though. Hey, Tori, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Congrats. Thank you so much. What have been your favorite memories from your channel so far? Oh, wow. Um, I've got a lot of favorite memories. I think the best things that have happened on my channel have been my Chaz and Friends episodes. I really enjoy chatting with other creators and getting to know them and letting other people get to know them. So that's been really cool. And of course, the videos that I've had my daughter join me for, those are favorite moments for me as well. So yeah, I've got so many, but yeah, the ones with my daughter and the Chaz and Friends episodes have to be probably my favorite my favorite memories. Yeah, yeah, good question. So it looks like people are starting to arrive, so that's good. As I said, I'll give it a little bit more time, and then we'll do all the festivities and the giveaways and everything like that. And I do have one other special thing planned for you, but I'll get to that here in a little bit. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm just gonna announce it right before it happens. So that'll be good. Does your blue dragon have a name? Yes, Temerath. Temerath is my dragon's name. So um, I mean, I know it sounds like Temeraire, but it's Temerath. Yeah. So yeah, good times. Yay, Mona Lisa made it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi there, Claudia. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Glad you're here. Do you have a favorite and least favorite book that BookTube got you to read? Oh, wow. That's a really good question. Well, I have several favorites. The ones I can think of off the top of my head would be Legends and Lattes. That's an absolute favorite of mine, and also Empire of the Vampire. Those were excellent books that I heard about through BookTube, so I wouldn't have known otherwise. And the least favorite book that BookTube got me to read, I think, would have to be Shadow and Claw. Don't everybody hit me all at once. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of of Shadow and Claw, so by Gene Wolfe. Yeah, that's probably my least favorite. Hey there, William. Happy to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Sam. Glad to see you. It's okay. You know, Chad, Chaz, they sound the same. It's all good, man. Oh, what are you reading right now? Oh, yeah. What am I not reading right now? So I am reading the uh, the Netflix tie-in edition of the Fall of the House of Usher, which includes a bunch of other Edgar Allan Poe stories that inspired the show on Netflix, which I'm super excited to watch. Hopefully, uh, I think I think it might already be out, or maybe it's coming out on the 10th, somewhere around there. So I'm looking forward to that, and I've been reading that. I'm about to start Ship of Destiny by Robin Hobb. Loving the Live Ship Traders series. I'm doing a reread of The Night Circus. Um, what else am I reading? Do I need to look? Maybe I need to look. Okay. That's how many books I'm reading, guys. See, I'm doing it to myself. Oh yeah, Secret Novel number 4 by Brandon Sanderson, the new secret novel. And you know, if this is a spoiler stream, I'm just so I just bear with me now. If you don't want to know the name of his new secret novel, plug your ears or whatever for a second. The Sunlit Man is the name, and I'm loving it so far. So, um, found you through Philip Chase and been watching ever since. Thank you very much. I'm glad to know that, Sam. That's awesome. Yay for Hob. Oh yeah, I mean, I liked the Farseer trilogy. It was parts of it were good and parts of it weren't so good. But Live Ship Traders, I have not had I have not really disliked anything so far, except for the things that you're supposed to dislike, like certain characters. But I like disliking them, so it's okay. You know, it's been a great series for me, just fantastic. What are some of the worst entries in a series that you love? Oh, wow, that's a really good question. Huh. I don't know. I know that some of the books that people say are the worst entries in the series I ended up loving, like Jade War in the Greenbone saga. Not everybody loves Jade War, but I really did. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, the Man in the Brown Suit. Yes, Mona Lisa and I are going to be buddy reading The Man in the Brown Suit by Agatha Christie. I didn't list it in my books that I'm currently reading because I'm not reading it yet. I'm waiting for you because we're reading The Night Circus right now. So, yeah, but Hey, love your t-shirt, Chaz. Did you watch the classic Doctor Who when you were younger? Do you have a favorite new series Doctor? So yeah, so here's my TARDIS t-shirt. um, I did not watch any of the classic Doctor Who. I still have not watched the classic Doctor Who. I know that's a sin. So I'm gonna have to watch it, especially number 4, which I think number 4 is the most complete series that they still have available. I know a bunch of stuff was lost, and they had to put some of the older stuff to animation because they lost the original clips of it and everything. But yeah, I have not done classic Doctor Who yet, so it's on my list. My favorite new series Doctor is, of course, David Tennant. I mean, who else would it be? I mean, is there a better Doctor than David Tennant? You may think there is, but you would be wrong. I'm just no, I'm teasing, kind of, sort of. um, Dresden. Oh yeah, so I am caught up completely with Dresden right now. I have nothing else to read except for a couple of the short stories that are in different short story volumes. There's a couple of those I haven't read, but overall, I'm completely caught up with Dresden. So yeah, and absolutely love Dresden. Such a great series. Uh, or did you like every book so much? Oh, yeah. As far as books I've liked, um, oh yeah. So books that didn't work for me that I actually liked. Um, hmm. Well, I know a lot of people don't like Full Moon, and I actually really enjoyed Full Moon. Although it was probably the weakest of the series, I guess I would say. Um, but other than that, every Dresden book has been a banger for me. Like, I mean, there have been moments in books where I'm like, oh, did you have to go there? But I still ended up enjoying the book. So, yeah. Have you read Rothfuss, and what are your thoughts on his books? Will you read his upcoming novella? So, I love Rothfuss. He's a favorite author of mine. Of course, he hasn't written anything in a while, but oh, and that's another book that um, a lot of people don't like that I absolutely love, and that's The Slow Regard of Silent Things. That's probably my favorite book in the series, honestly. Um, but I read all of Rothfuss books. I read the original version of the new novella that just came out in the Rogues anthology. It's called The Lightning Tree. So this new novella that he just released is the expanded version of that. So technically, yes, I read it, but no, I have not read it yet. Not the new version. Um, I'll probably I'll probably get it because I'm a huge fan. Um, but I don't know. It's not at the top of my list. Um, is there a bad dress? Yeah, I personally don't think there's a bad Dresden. There's some that are weaker than others for sure, but I don't think there's a bad Dresden. I don't know either. Haven't read it yet. Okay, cool. Have I read the Doctor Who books? No, I have not. My daughter has read a couple. I think. Wait, yeah, she's read a couple of the Doctor Who books, I believe, and I think my son has as well. We got them on digital several years back, so I think they've read some of them. I have not, but I've heard they're good. I'm especially curious about the ones that Alex Kingston wrote, and I don't know how many she's written, but I love hers, so I have a feeling if I like her, I might like her Doctor Who books. So yeah, I'm very curious to read those. Bookspin is here. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Uh, Lost film. Oh, let's see here. There we go. Lost film. Hate it when that happens. Lost it. I know. Yeah, it's such a bummer. Yeah, I'm sure there might be some way to get them back, but I heard that a lot of those old films were just completely corrupted. So, um, R.C. Scott, good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Good to see you. Right. Haha, like it. Good to know your feelings about Dresden thing. Oh yeah, I highly recommend it. It's definitely one of my favorite series, and it's still going. He's planning, I think, at least 5 more books in the series. So that's the plan. Oh yeah, thoughts on Dark Tower. How would you rank them? I'm currently reading Wolves of the Kala, and though I'm liking a lot of what's happening in this story, I feel like he needs a better internal editor. Yeah, so I really enjoyed the Dark Tower series overall. The weakest for me was the Gunslinger, even though it was good. I liked the Gunslinger, but it's my least favorite. Um, Partly because I'm not really a Western guy. Like I'm not really into Westerns. There's a couple of Western movies that I've liked back in the day, but I've never found a Western book that I really enjoyed reading. My parents were really into like Louis L'Amour and Zane Grey and stuff like that. And I'm just not, it's not really my cup of tea. So I think that kind of played into why I didn't care for the Gunslinger that much. But my favorite, my favorite is Wizard and Glass. I think I would say my second favorite is Wolves of the Kala. So you were speaking about Wolves of the Kala. It does have a lot of stuff that he could probably have gotten edited better. But I kind of wonder sometimes if he has one of those editors that says, "Oh, it's Stephen King; he can do no wrong," so we just won't bother doing much with it. I don't know, but yeah, um, and I really liked the drawing of the three. And unpopular opinion, I liked the ending of the Dark Tower. I love the ending. But I'm one of those that like the ending of Lost too, and that's pretty controversial as well. So the ending of Dark Tower is similar to the ending of Lost. It's one of those that you have to think it through a couple of times and kind of play with it and see how you feel about it. And I loved it. So, um, do you enjoy reading short stories at all? If so, any favorite authors? Yeah, I actually do really enjoy short stories. The uh, the Dispatcher series by John Scalzi. Those are technically short stories. I listen to them on audio. They're each about 2 to 3 hours for each one. So I enjoy those. I've read a lot of the Dresden short stories. I enjoy those. I think Jim Butcher is a decent short story writer. Not a great short story writer, but he's decent. Neil Gaiman is great at writing short stories. So I just have to find uh, an author that I like for the short stories. Yeah, but yeah, good question. Thank you. Just wanted to say congratulations, Chaz. I'm busy doing some work right now, but well done. Hey, thank you so much, Jose. I really appreciate you. That means a lot. Um, yeah. So I've got a couple of questions that people sent in, so I'll kind of add those into the mix as well on occasion here. Uh, Paromida sent in a question. You get to meet Neil Gaiman. What would you ask him and why? Um, oh boy, this is tough because if I got to meet Neil Gaiman, I might actually be speechless. He is my favorite author of all time, so I might not be able to say anything. But if I had a chance to ask him a question and I actually could get the words out of my brain, um, I think I would ask him uh, what what humans alive today inspire him. Because he talks a lot about his inspirations as far as authors that have passed on and different things like that. But I would love to know what people that are still alive today really inspire him because um, he's he strikes me as a guy that really embraces new ideas and new thoughts, and um, has a lot of care and compassion for people. So yeah, I would want to know who inspires him. And that might be a cheesy answer, and there's probably other things that I might think of that I would ask him at some point. But for now, that's what I've got. I would want to know what his issue is with writing sequels. Oh yeah, that's actually a really good question. Why doesn't he write sequels? And he's supposed to be writing a sequel of sorts to Neverwhere, and he even talked about the title of it being The Seven Sisters. Like, and this was like 5 years ago, I think. So I don't know what's happening with that. I know he's I know he's actively back writing the script for Good Omens 3. So I think yeah, I think he's got probably so much on his plate, but I would love to know why he doesn't write sequels. But he's really good at writing standalones, so I can't complain too much. Hey, Chrissy, thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. So good to see you. Yeah. So I'm going to take a bite of my pumpkin cheesecake here real quick. Mmm, that's actually quite good. I took a risk. I saw it at the grocery store, and I've had some of their other cheesecakes before, but I've never tried the pumpkin one. But it's actually quite good. Yeah, I like it. So I think we've got enough people here. Before I answer any more questions, I think it might be time to debut the hat. What do you guys think? Should I go ahead and debut the hat? Um, Let me know. I want to try to contact Robert Harris to thank him for inspiring me to write my most recent book. Hey, I like that. That is awesome. Robert Harris. I have not I don't think I've heard of him. That's cool. I'll have to look him up. Hat, hat, hat. All right. So we will debut the hat here. And then I think I'll go ahead and do the drawing after that. So stay with me for just a second. I am going to turn off my webcam. I'm still here, guys. And I'm putting on the hat right now. Are you ready? Ta-da! And see, it even matches my shirt. It's yeah, it even matches my shirt. So it's a nice fedora here. I love fedoras. By the way, if I had a lollipop, I could say, "Who loves you, baby?" Kojak reference. I don't know. Anyway, so yes, there is the hat, and I promised I would show it off. So, as you can see, it's got a nice little feather in the side, and the blue band, and it's actually a dark navy blue with a blue headband, and I just absolutely love it. So I got to get it on right, Chaz. There we go. Well, there. All right. All right. So there is the hat. What do you guys think? Okay. All right. I've got the Dick Tracy vibe going. Yes, that's true. And I've even got a smartwatch that can make phone calls. So, I could be Dick Tracy, right? Great hat. I'm glad you like it. Great color. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like the color. Blue is my favorite color, by the way. If any of you did not know, blue is my favorite color. Good, good. I'm glad you like it. Yep, like Wolves of the Calla. That's exactly right. Woo! Now I need to get a cool zoot suit and learn how to swing dance. I do. I've tried swing dancing. I never got the hang of it. Uh, Unfortunately. And I've got the old man knees now, so that may not even be a good thing. Glad you like it. Yep, can leave the hat on, indeed. All I need now is a cigar. That's true, except I'm not a cigar guy. Yeah, I don't do pipes, cigarettes, cigars, anything. Although I could have one just to hold in my mouth, right, and not smoke it. But the yellow coat would a yellow coat that would be interesting. Blue with a yellow coat. All right, all right. Yeah, blue is your favorite color. I think I knew that. Yeah. On the topic of Gaiman, what do you think of American Gods, both book and show? I still have not seen season 3 of the show, but I enjoyed the show for the most part. It was they changed a lot. Um, they gave Shadow's dead wife a lot bigger role than she had in the book, obviously. So it was okay. I enjoyed it. I liked the actors. Ian McShane as Mr. Wednesday, I think, was a perfect casting. Um, as far as the book goes, it's my least favorite Neil Gaiman book. I like it. I just don't love it. It's one of those that didn't. It just didn't. It didn't wow me the first time I read it. But I do want to reread it, and I may feel differently on a reread. So, but yeah, my least favorite of his. Lovely shade of blue. Thank you very much. Two left feet. Oh, thanks. That's probably true though. Yeah. I think you're right on there. Yeah, I see you winking after saying that. Yeah, I see. She can do that because we go way back, guys. I mean, way back, 24 years plus. Yeah. Um, Ian McShane is always a win. Oh yeah, I absolutely love anything I've seen him in. I enjoyed him as Blackbeard in the Pirates movies. I loved him as I can't remember his name now, but he's in the John Wick movies. He's the manager of the Continental Hotel. Um, Absolutely loved him in the John Wick movies. He's just a class act. So yeah, big fan. Uh, I bet. Let's see. Oh, I was gonna say I don't have a hubby, but you mean your hubby? Okay. All right, got it. You mean Matt? Okay, sounds good. Yeah. He maybe he could teach me someday. Ian McShane was excellent in Deadwood. I've heard good things about Deadwood, and with my aversion to westerns, I wasn't quite sure, but I'm willing to give it a shot. So, yeah, I might have it a shot. Well, you know. He also does the opening narration for the One Piece live action. Really? I did not know that. That's kind of cool. Yeah, well, hey, I've not watched the One Piece adaptation yet, but I do want to. He should. Oh, you know what? He would be good as Bayaz, but um, my top choice for Bayaz would be um, oh, what's his name? Either um, oh, the guy that played the Onion Knight in Game of Thrones. Why can't I think of his name? Davos, the guy that played Davos in Game of Thrones. Can't think of his name right now, but he would be one of my picks for Bayaz, or the guy the bald guy in the Outlander series, the bald guy with the I can never remember his name either, and I haven't watched Outlander except for the first like couple of episodes. And I think he would be great as Bayaz as well. Both of those guys have the look, but yeah, Ian McShane I think would be a good Bayaz too. Thank you, Jenny. Liam Cunningham. Thank you. Yes, Liam Cunningham would be a great Bayaz, I think. Yeah. He's got the acting chops to pull it off too. Yeah, that would be a great casting right there. And yep, Killian Murphy would be a good for Glocta. I agree. I think, yeah, I could. I hadn't thought about that before, but I could definitely see him as Glocta. So, yep, yep, that's a good pick. So, well, let's go ahead and do the giveaway drawing, and then I'll answer some more questions that people have sent in to me, and some of the ones that you give me live. So we had 10 participants, and I've written all of their names down. I was going to do a spin the wheel or random.org, but since there's so few, I'm like, I'll just write them down and put them in my hat. So I'm sprinkling them in. Oh, all right. All right. So that you know I'm not looking. Let's see here. All right. The first giveaway winner, and remember, there are going to be two giveaways. All right. The first one is Bad as Rad 2. So she is the winner. If you have not checked out her channel, you should. Really cool channel. So, Bad, if you're not on the stream, I'll be reaching out to you. And I got one more here. Groove Dude 925. All right, Groove Dude. Well, I will be reaching out to you and making arrangements. We're going to have to figure out, if we do an Amazon wish list or if we do like gift card, $20 value ish, shipping and taxes and stuff like that is fine. So yeah, we've got two winners. So congrats to them. And I'm going to dump the rest of these out here so I can put my hat back on. And there we go. All right. All right, there we go. So I'll just toss those others down there. I'm littering in my own house. All right, so One Piece is so much fun, and as a result, I've started both the manga and the anime. But damn, they are long, and it's going to take ages to catch up. I've heard that. Yeah, it's yeah, I've heard that they're quite long, and I think I don't know, for One Piece, I think I might just be okay with watching the live adaptation, maybe the anime as well, but I don't know if I want to invest in the manga. We'll see. I might change my mind. So, yes, congrats to the winners. Yay. If you were to select a book for both of the winners to read, what would you send them? Oh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Hmm. Well, I know Bad is really into horror novels, so I would probably send her. Um, I would probably recommend for her the Hellbound Heart by Clive Barker. Really short book, and it was the start. It's what the Hellraiser movies were based on. So that one would be a good one. The Ballad of Black Tom is another good, really creepy story that I think she would like. Groove Dude, I don't know. I just barely met Groove Dude recently on the channel. So, oh, and Groove Dude is here. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you, Bad. And congratulations to you because I actually drew your name out of the hat. So you are a winner of my giveaway. So you and Groove Dude won the giveaway. So congratulations. I'll be getting with you on that. So I guess for Groove Dude, I might recommend. Oh boy, I don't know. Let's say, Hmm. I might have to think on that. That's a really good question, though. That's a really good question. Yeah, yeah, she's definitely into the horror. There are anime movies that compress the arcs for One Piece. It can help cut down your watch time for it if you. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's a good idea actually. What was your opinion of the Misery movie? Okay, good question. So, I just recently watched Misery for the very first time. And I did not watch I watched the original. I heard that there's an extended cut, like a director's cut that has a different ending, or has the ending from the book potentially. So I'll probably end up watching that. But yeah, I liked it. I really liked it. Kathy Bates was brilliant. James Caan was brilliant. Wait, it was James Caan, right? Yeah, I think it was James Caan. Anyway, yeah, he was brilliant. Yeah, I just enjoyed my time immensely. There were some shockers in that movie, that's for sure. I have not read the book though, so I need to read the book still. I'm a winner. Yes, you are. Congratulations. Oh, big into Predator and Aliens. Oh, that's good to know. Okay. Uh, I would say probably try the Three Body Problem. Depending on if you like hard sci-fi or more, soft sci-fi. I'm not sure, but yeah, that would be good. Um, oh well, thank you. So are you. Indiana Jones or Star Wars? Star Wars all the way. I love Indiana Jones though. I do. I even liked. I even liked the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I did. I liked it. Yeah, it was different, but being that Spielberg was involved in it, I was not surprised by the ending at all, and I actually really liked it. So, yeah, uh, wasn't totally a fan of Shia LaBeouf, and I've heard he's not in the new movie, so that's good. I still have not seen the new movie, so I need to do that. But yeah. Let's see. I hope they did not remake Misery. Yeah, I don't think they'll remake it. I don't know if you watched Castle Rock, but I really enjoyed Castle Rock, and that Castle Rock season two featured Annie Wilkes, but a much younger Annie Wilkes, kind of before she really became like super obsessive with the author. So I enjoyed their treatment of her in Castle Rock. Um, they didn't, thankfully. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would not remake that. Definitely not. I enjoyed Predator 2 more than Oh, interesting. Yeah, I liked Predator 2 as well. But yeah, not quite as much as the first one. But yeah, I enjoyed the second one too. If you were able to play in a part if you were able to play in a part of a book, which would it be and why? Oh, wow. I think I would want to be a bartender. Like, I don't know. Um, oh yeah, hey, I think I would like to be Mac, the bartender in the Dresden Files. I think that would be kind of cool because he's got a lot of mystery to him too, and he doesn't say much. He just serves up the good food and beer, and yeah, I think that would be cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Castle Rock season two was awesome. Yes, I still kind of prefer the first season better, but I did like season two. Um, and I was wondering if there was kind of going to kind of be a tie-in because the guy that played the mystery guy in Castle Rock season one, well, and in season two, kind of, is the same actor that played Pennywise in the new It movie. So I wondered if they were going to try and weave something in there, but they didn't. It got canceled, unfortunately. You're going to wish Shia LaBeouf was in the new Indiana Jones. Phoebe is horrible as Jones' counterpart. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, if for no other reason, I'll be in it to see Harrison Ford and Mads Mikkelsen because I'm a huge fan of Mads Mikkelsen. I'll watch anything he's in. Um, Best sci-fi movie: Alien, Blade Runner, or The Matrix? Oh man, that's tough. That's tough. I don't know. For me, it's probably a tie. Well, I can't do a tie. Oh man, I would probably say Blade Runner and then The Matrix. I liked Alien, but it wasn't my favorite. So yeah, The Shining, Chaz is. Oh yes, I need to read The Shining and I need to watch the movie. I've not seen either one. The bartender in The Shining book. Oh, hey, there you go. You could be the evil twins. I love it. That's perfect. That's great. Um, for me, it's Predator, Prey, and then. Ooh, Prey was really good. Prey was really good. I was worried because there have been some bad Predator movies, but Prey was really good. And I hope they do more kind of in that vein and explore more Predator stuff. If they can keep that director, that would be awesome. Do I have any new goals for the channel now that I've reached 1,000 subs? Not really. I've got to get my watch hours up. That's the one plan that's the one part of the YouTube partner program that I have not hit yet is the watch hours. And some of that comes from live streams. You know, you get watch hours if you do live streams. So I guess I'll get watch hours out of this. But yeah, so that's the only metric that I need to hit to reach the YouTube partner program. Um, Other than that, I mean, I would love to hit, like 5,000 subs or however many subs. I'll just be happy if I get another 1,000 subs, hit 2,000. Seems like a lot of people I see hit around the 4,000 mark and then they just kind of stay there for a while. So, um, my biggest thing is I want to keep doing stuff that's new and fresh, and I don't want to become stagnant for you or for me. So as long as I'm enjoying it and you guys are liking what I do, I'm a happy camper because this community is just awesome. So yeah, good question. Thank you. Um, there should be a TV film remake of the Tommyknockers. The book was bad, but there are good things to work with in it. Okay, interesting. I have not I've not read the book or seen the movie. I'm fairly new to Stephen King. I've only read it, the Full Dark Tower series, Salem's Lot, which is my favorite book of his, and The Stand, which I did not like. Although people have told me that I might like the original Stand as opposed to the new author's preferred text. So, but I don't know if I'm going to bother reading it again. I really I could take it or leave it at this point. So, but yeah, I'll have to try the Tommyknockers. Guess what I'm doing, Chaz? I'm shopping in my Stay Puft costume and filming in the bookstore. Hopefully, I don't get kicked out. Watch hours is tough, but you will get there most definitely. That's awesome. Make sure you guys check out one of Bad's recent videos. She does a Happy Halloween video in a Stay Puft Marshmallow costume. It's great, and I love that you're shopping at the store in the Stay Puft costume. I think that's awesome. That's perfect. So I'm going to take another bite of cheesecake here. I don't want it to go bad. Mm. All right. I'm going to answer another question here off my um, list of ones that people sent me. Let's see. Top 3 to 5 fantasy worlds. Use any criteria you like. My top 3 to 5 fantasy worlds. Let's see. Hmm. That's a really good question. Um, Middle Earth for sure. Westeros. So Game of Thrones. Um, let's see. Hmm. Yeah, I think I may have to go with 3 here. Yes, I'm cheating. Got to jog my memory here. Um, oh, this should have been an easy one. Um, the the 4 lands in the Shannara world. So yeah, I'll go with those as my top 3. So let's see. Oh, ooh, I got behind here. Let's see. The Stand is exactly what I was talking about. Lots of great stuff in that, but he needs an internal editor to get out. Yeah, and I think that was my biggest thing with The Stand is there was way too much. Like I like character development, but there was just I think there was too much. There was way too much like following the characters around and seeing what happens to them and stuff. It just yeah, it didn't work for me. And the climax, the climax with Randall Flagg was not the greatest either, to be honest. Bad as Rad. I'm so looking forward to seeing. Yeah, yep, yeah. We need that video, Bad. You should give Stephen King's Pet Cemetery a try. One of the best horror novels of all time, I think. So that, yeah, that's a good recommendation. I am hesitant because I have talked with so many people who tell me that Pet Cemetery destroyed them. And I'm one of those really emotional readers. Like, if I need to have 5 tissue boxes with me to read a book, I I don't know. I don't know if I want to go there. I've only got so much water in this body of mine. If it's all coming out through my eyes, that could be a problem. But I don't know. Well, I may try it at some point. Um, I understand, Chaz, about having fun and creating new ideas. Your channel will grow more because it's amazing. Your friends and the community enjoy your company. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I enjoy all your company too. Read by friends. Well, yeah, I'm sure people are getting a lot of laughs out of your costume. That's great. Oh yeah, yeah, Dresden's World for sure. And Dresden's World is our world essentially. It's set in Chicago, so I definitely love it. Um, Congratulations, Chaz. This is a great milestone. I'm happy that I know you. Philip, thank you so much. I appreciate that, and I'm so happy I know you as well. And I'm just really honored to be part of your lives and have all these great people in my life as a result of this community. It's been awesome. So something's wrong here. That's okay. Oh, there we go. I'm not perfectionistic at all, but yeah, thank you, Philip. I appreciate you. Pet Cemetery isn't the easiest read for parents, but it's nice and creepy. Yeah, that's kind of what I've heard. Yeah, I understand completely. I finally read a book in the extreme horror and it ruined me a bit. Yeah, yeah, it is amazing how books impact our thoughts and emotions. What's the saddest book, movie, story you experienced? For me, I'd say the movie Legends of the Fall. Absolutely heartbreaking. I have not seen Legends of the Fall. I've heard it's good though, so I may have to check it out. Um, there have been so many books, movies, and stories that have destroyed me, but the one that is the most memorable for me is, and here I go, The Scholar's Tale from Hyperion. To this day, I still think about that story, and it just destroys me. It 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 really does. And I better move on because I'm going to start tearing up again. But yeah, that particular part of Hyperion, that particular character and his story arc with his daughter's arc, that was just painful. Let's see. And for books, maybe Tolkien's Children of Hurin. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Let's see. For me, I'd say the movie Legends of the Fall, and then for a book, Children of Hurin. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. I don't remember a lot of teary moments in Children of Hurin for me, but it's been a lot of years since I read Children of Hurin, so maybe 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 if that happens, uh, if I do a reread, maybe I'll find out more about that. What are you dressing up for Halloween, Chaz? I'm scary enough as it is, bad. I don't really have to dress up. I mean, Mona Lisa will tell you that. um, I did dress up last year, I think, or maybe it was the year before. But I don't really have any plans to go out for Halloween necessarily. I've kind of become a Halloween hermit. I just like nobody even comes to our door. Like I get candy, to give out to people, but we're in a gated community, so not a lot of kids come around to the door, and I'm just like, well, okay. But yeah, we have gone out, and I did dress up. The last time I dressed up, I think, was when I had my long beard, and I had my bowler hat on, and I had like an overcoat, and I had my dragon head cane with me and stuff like that. I was just a whatever. It wasn't anything specific. Children of Hurin is just one gut punch after another. Tolkien really went for the trauma in that story. Yeah, I do remember some of it for sure. Yeah. No, you're a sweet, kind guy, one of the best people. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm surprised you didn't run with that one. I mean, you could have just, run with it and said, "Oh yeah, he's just a super creepy guy." But you didn't. You went the nice route. I appreciate that. For people who say Tolkien writes simple morality or only happy endings or weak female characters, read Children of Hurin. Oh yeah. There's nothing really particularly happy about that tale. Yeah, yeah, and the Silmarillion as well. Yeah, I would agree with that. An amazing friend, love you, and so happy for you. Congrats on this milestone. I know you've worked hard for. Oh, thank you so much. Love you too. I appreciate you. Well, let's see. Let's take another question here from the list. Pyramida said, "You are trapped on a desert island indefinitely and get to bring 5 works. What do you choose and why? Series count as 1 work." Oh well, that's good because I would have to go with series probably. Um, well, the Dresden Files would definitely be one. So I can only bring 5. Lord of the Rings, just the trilogy. I mean, I like The Hobbit and I like the Silmarillion and stuff like that, but I think I could do well with just the trilogy. Um, let's see. I would want to bring Shannara, but that's a long series. Definitely Ocean at the End of the Lane. I'm surprised I didn't mention that as my first one. It's my favorite book of all time by Neil Gaiman. Um, Good Omens. I would probably snag that one as well. And for number 5, oh boy, this would be hard. It's either The Night Circus or The Starless Sea. I like them both almost equally, so I guess I'll just say the Night Circus. So yeah, that would be my answer there. Um, you're being generous today. I like that. I'm glad you're being generous. A lack of sleep. Yeah, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it. Uh, hello, Chaz, and congrats on the 1,000 milestone, sir. Have you read Tail Chaser's Song by Tad Williams? It's a classic fantasy story, but with basically all cats as characters. You know, I have not read it, and it's been on my list to read. And I didn't know much about it. I knew there were cats in it, but I didn't know it was basically all cats as characters. You sold me there. I'm gonna have to read that now. Did you play the 1995 Shannara computer game? I don't think I did, actually. Did I know it existed? I don't know if I knew it existed. And I was definitely around in 1995. Wow, that's wild. With your love for cats, I think you would enjoy it. Cool, thank you. I'm always down for more cats. I bring the entire Malazan extended series on a desert island. No one would need to find me for years. When they do, my brain will be fried. Yeah, yeah. If yeah, I'm glad you like Malazan that much. Um, I haven't finished the series, so I can't say for sure, but I will eventually. Hey, Chaz, sorry I'm late. Congrats on reaching 1,000. So well deserved. Thank you so much, Christopher. I appreciate it. And no worries on being late. Yeah, a wizard is never late. He always arrives precisely when he means to. So it's all good. Did you ever see the Shannara TV show? I did. Season 1 was okay. Season 2 was not great at all. I didn't like the series at all that much. I liked it okay, but um, the best part about it was Manu Bennett as Al-Anon. I think he killed it, but other than that, it was just mediocre for me. So yeah, good question. Have you ever done a hat collection video? You know, I have not, and I should. I should do a hat collection video. That's a good idea. I'm just, I'm always worried about doing non-bookish stuff on my channel, but if my followers want it, if the mass consensus is do a hat collection video, I will do a hat collection video, and it is related to my channel because I always wear hats. So yeah, I could do that. Hello, Jess. Welcome, welcome. Yes, Austin Butler was really young in that show. Boy, yeah, and now look where he's gone. I'm very excited to see him as Feyd-Rautha, by the way, in the new Dune movie. Congrats on 1,000 subs. Thank you very much. What kind of cheesecake do you have there? Oh, yeah. So, thank you for the reminder, Bad. I've got a pumpkin cheesecake here from the grocery store. I went grocery shopping this morning and I'm like, I need some desserts for my celebration. So I saw this and I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. Mm, mm-mm-mm. Good stuff. Mm. Al-Anon saved it for me. Even John Rhys Davies seemed underwhelming. Yeah, I was really bummed, especially for John Rhys Davies, because he is a super compelling actor, and I think it's just one of those cases where the writing was just terrible. I think he would have been amazing if it weren't for the writing. It's kind of like what happened with Jodie Whittaker on Doctor Who. Um, she's a great actor, but I think the writing for the last couple of seasons was just off. It was good. It just wasn't the best we've seen, and I feel bad for Jodie Whittaker for that reason. So yeah, I agree about John Rhys Davies. Man, I didn't get Good Omens. What am I not seeing that everyone else is? You know, it, it's hard to say without knowing like exactly what didn't work for you. But I mean, I know people that don't care for it that much. So um, it's just one of those. I think that you kind of have to like just I don't want to say turn your brain off, but and just enjoy the ride. But I guess it is kind of that type of scenario. You Americans do seem to love your pumpkin. Yeah, we sure do, Jenny. We love our pumpkin here. Thanks, JR. I appreciate it. All right, well, let's do another question. BookBud sent me a question. Was there a specific video collaboration event where you noticed a big surge in subscribers? In other words, how did you hit it big? Well, I don't know. I don't know as I necessarily hit it big because I've been I've been on BookTube for over 4 years and I've just now hit 1,000 subs. So I don't know. But there were a couple times I was on a live stream regularly with Philip Chase and a few others talking about the Dark Tower series. So that was a really fun live stream, and I'm sure I probably got some subs from that. And I remember one time early on, I got I got a shout out from Elliot Brooks on her channel. So and I can't I can't necessarily say that that's a huge deal because she and I are friends in real life. Like, we live close to each other. But yeah, she shouted me out on her channel one time. So I'm sure I got quite a few subs from that as well, as I remember. I probably got 20 subs just that same day when she shouted me out on the video. So it happens, and that's kind of how it works on BookTube. It's word of mouth, people sharing your videos, shouting you out, tagging you, things like that, and it just all kind of piles up. So yeah, I'm an American, and I absolutely agree. I think it's way overdone. I like pumpkin, but not in every. Yeah, and I would agree with that statement. I don't like pumpkin in everything, but there's some things I really like pumpkin in. But my favorite is always going to be pumpkin pie. Even pumpkin cheesecake is not my favorite, and cheesecake is my favorite dessert. But I think I like pumpkin pie better in terms of pumpkin stuff. Mostly regarding Good Omens, for me, it was the interaction between the two main characters. They have such charisma together. Oh yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. Yeah, Aziraphale and Crowley really steal the show. Yeah, they really do. Or Crowley, I should say. I think they pronounce it Crowley. Uh, haven't watched it yet, but sometimes British humor doesn't always land for me. Yeah, and you know what? In terms of British humor, it's low on the scale. It's not. I don't think there's a lot of British humor in it. Uh, but I like British humor, so maybe I'm desensitized. But I didn't think there was a lot of British humor in it. I felt like it played very well to more of a mass audience, but I could be wrong. You can also get subscribers by doing shorts. Yes, and that's one thing that I've been trying to figure out is doing shorts because I want to do shorts, but I want to do shorts that are evergreen. I don't want it to be like um, topics that have a short time window that they're going to be popular. I want it to be something that people will come back to and watch and that will be relevant anytime. And maybe I shouldn't be as picky about that, but I guess I kind of am. So um, I love cheesecake. I actually made a Basque cheesecake today. Really? What is a Basque cheesecake? I would love to know that. Great minds think alike. I agree. British humor tends to be dark and cynical, like our weather. Yeah. Whereas America seems to lean more towards hopeful and optimistic humor. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Booktubers come and go. What do you do to help yourself to not give up and keep going? Oh, Good question. Um, I just, I sit down and I try to think of ideas that I would enjoy seeing and that I think I would have fun with. And um, and especially if I think about two or three people that would really enjoy this video that are some of my regulars, that keeps me going. I like thinking about what other people like and what they might like to see and stuff that I would like to see as well. And sometimes I have to give myself pep talks. There's days when I have to film, like I'm right down to the wire and I have to film, and I'm like, oh, come on, Chaz, get it together. You've got to film today. It's time. Today's one of those days, by the way. I have to film today. Well, I guess I don't have to. I could film tomorrow, but uh, yeah. So I give myself pep talks every now and again. Yeah, classic is an example of differences in US versus UK humor can be seen in the two versions of The Office. Yeah, that's a good point. I watched the first two episodes of the British Office, and I didn't really like it. I didn't really get it, I should say. I really like Ricky Gervais. I like him, so I wanted to watch it because of that. But I think the American Office clicked with me more. Yeah. Still never watched either version of The Office. I should probably hang my head in shame. You know what? Uh, I like The Office, but I'm not a huge fan. Like, if I was to pick one show to rewatch over and over, it would be Seinfeld. Like, I wouldn't even think of The Office, to be honest. But there's things about The Office that I like. So everybody's different. So no need to hang your head in shame, Jenny. It's all good. If you could eat a piece of cheesecake with anyone, who would it be? Oh, well, I mean, I would have to eat cheesecake with Neil Gaiman. Yeah. I know that's a quick answer, but it's the truth. I would love it. Have you read Philip's Edan books yet? Yes, I have. I've read the first two. I have the third one, but I haven't started it yet. But it's brilliant. If you have not read the Edan trilogy, you really need to. It's really, really good. Thank you for being you, Chaz. You're authentic and real. Thank you for answering my questions. Just keep you, and congratulations again, my friend. Thank you so much, Bad. I appreciate that, and um, I'm happy to just be me. That's the best me I can be. Thank you. What was the toughest book you read this year and why? Oh boy, what was the toughest book? I think, well, I would say The Darkness That Comes Before, and it was tough, but I really struggled with, let's see, was that this year? I want to make sure that I'm not like picking something from last year. Yeah, it was this year. Assassin's Quest by Robin Hobb. That was a real struggle for me. It dragged really hard for me, like right in the middle of the book. And I finally switched to the audiobook to finish it out, and I'm glad I did because I struggled with that one really hard. Jenny Parks, I've never seen Office either. Okay, all right. Well, you're not alone, Jenny. Have you read any experimental literature that is unconventional writing, like nonlinear? Um, Experimental literature. I think I would probably say that Perdido Street Station is experimental, and I DNF'd that one about halfway through. Um, yeah, I think I think they put it in a subgenre called the new weird, and it definitely fits there. Um, so I guess it depends on what you mean by experimental literature. Like I read Cormac McCarthy's Oh, not Blood Meridian. What was it? The Road. Didn't care for that one either. So I don't know if that's considered experimental, but it's a good question. Mona Lisa reads, I have someone on my team. Yeah. Do you think you'd ever be on Chatting with Nuts? Absolutely. I would love to be on Chatting with Nuts. That's one of my favorite things to watch on BookTube. I don't get to watch every single one, and usually I don't get to watch it all the way through while it's live, but I really like Chatting with Nuts, and I'd definitely be down. So Jimmy, if you're watching, I call me or get in touch with me. I'd be happy to. Would you ever hang out with any of your booktuber friends? Where would you go? I'm guessing where would you go? I'm always nervous to meet anyone. I'm afraid to run into Adam here. Adam's awesome. He would be awesome to run into. Um, yeah, I definitely hang out with booktuber friends. In fact, a few of them live locally. Like I've hung out with Elliot Brooks and her husband several times. We've met at like one of the local used bookstores. We've gotten together for game nights, stuff like that. I got to meet Scott, the Bald Booktuber. He lives here locally. Jashana lives here locally. I met her. Roger from Roger Reads was in town, and I got to meet him. So, yeah, I love hanging out with other booktubers. I think it's awesome. So, yeah, good stuff. Jenny Parks, let's. Hey, yeah, you can get together and not watch it. Is there a book that you see as your least favorite, one that you deeply loathe? For me, it's The Alchemist. Cannot stand that book. Oh, interesting. I actually quite like The Alchemist. If you're talking about The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, I think it is. I think there's another book called The Alchemist as well, but if it's that one, I actually quite like that book. It wasn't the greatest, but I enjoyed it. Um, Well, definitely Shadow and Claw. I would say that's probably my least favorite. Probably my second least favorite is Rage of Dragons. I did not like that book at all. I mean, there were parts of it that were okay, but as a whole, I didn't really care for it. Um, I have, yes, I'm all caught up too. I love What We Do in the Shadows. It's a great show. I feel like I feel like season 5 was a little bit on the weaker side. And the ending I was kind of bummed out by, but overall I think it was still a great season and it's a great show. So okay, that was the one. Perfect. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I hang out with you and I love it. Yeah, yeah. Especially getting to visit you in Virginia. That was fun. It's always better to be there in person. But yeah, we hang out on chats and stuff as well. So uh, Google Meet, FaceTime. Yeah. Um, would let me wear my masquerade if we ever hang out, Chaz. Oh no, I that would be awesome. Feel free to wear your mask. You go for it. Be yourself, and it feels like the mask is part of you. So absolutely. But I'm not sure. Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah, yeah. I get it now. Sorry, it took me a minute, Jr. What's the longest book you've ever read? Oh goodness. I would probably say Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson. I think that's the longest book I've read. I think there's some long ones. Yeah, I mean, if you count The Lord of the Rings as one book, which I do, that's that's easily over 1,000 pages. But yeah, I think Rhythm of War clocked in at 1,200 pages, and that's for the hardback. So uh, yeah, I'd say that's probably the longest. So, All right. Well, let's take a couple more questions here from the we'll call it the call-ins. Um, and speaking of call-ins, we'll do call-ins corner. uh, he says, would you rather be absolutely freezing, then walk into a heated home, or would you rather be extremely overheated and walk into an air-conditioned home? Um, I think I would rather be absolutely freezing and then walk into a heated home. Uh, I don't know. There's just at least if you're absolutely freezing until you get to the heated home, you've got plenty of layers that you can have on you to keep yourself warm. Whereas if it's like super hot until you get home to the air conditioned home, like there's only so much you can take off. So yeah, and that is a problem here in Phoenix. So yeah, that's a good question. Um, for me, it's Les Miserables. Okay, I have not read Les Miserables yet. That, and I don't know if I ever will. I enjoyed the movie, the live action version of the musical. I enjoyed that. I've never seen the musical on stage. I don't know if I'll read the book. I might at some point. Longest book I've read is 2,097 pages. I'm not worthy. Wow, that's a long book. What book was that? I would be curious to know, William. I would love to know. Mm. Mm. That's a good point. Freezing to heat is very painful. So that's true. I guess that's a good point. Yeah. I have to go, everyone. Have a good reading weekend. Bye. Bye, Jess. So glad you joined us. I'm really glad you stopped in. All right. So I am going to take a pause with the questions here, and I've got something special for you all. Debuting for the first time ever on my channel, who wants to hear the blurb for my new book? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody want to hear the blurb? I know Danielle at Bookcara does. Yeah. All right. So here we go. All right. So of course my book is called The Nomad's Crucible. And as of right now, my cover is almost finished, but not quite. So it's going to be next year, I think, before I release the book. So just so you're aware. But I haven't quite decided when in 2024 it's going to release, but I am going to release it in 2024. So I'll have announcements for that. So here we go. And I wanna say thank you to Danielle at Bookcar for helping me with some of the grammatical issues and stuff on my blurb to kind of get it narrowed down. That was a tremendous help. So she's really great at copywriting. I'm just saying. So um, shout out to her. All right, so here we go. Vastin Tread, infamously known as the Nomad, is the most sought after and feared assassin on the desolate planet of Cydia. His precision and arcane powers know no equal, and his blades strike fear into all who encounter him. The Nomad never leaves a mark alive. Recruited by a powerful group known as the Regents, Tread sets out to kill the king of the ancient and powerful Vildari. Inevitably, he finds himself embroiled in a turf war between the two factions as they vie for control of the planet's resources. As tensions rise, Tread discovers that a powerful sorcerer, controlled by dark forces, is playing the two factions against each other. This sorcerer quickly becomes an enemy intent on undoing the very fabric of power and seizing the remains for himself. In a world where all the players have secrets, treads are only beginning to surface. Plagued by visions and dreams of an unknown past, everything everything the nomad knows about his vocation, his power, and most importantly, himself, is about to be challenged. It is a crucible that will alter the very fabric of who he is. And there you have it. That is the blurb. So I may post that somewhere in the future, probably on my Discord. I might share it there at some point. But you all who have been joining me here today, all 13 of you, there's 13 of you live right now. You got to hear it here first. And I'm so excited to be able to share more with you about the book as time goes on, as I solidify a release date. And yeah, I'm super excited. So, yep, boom, there it is. Thank you so much, Jenny. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it, Mona Lisa. Let's see, going back. I love the burning feeling when I come in from the cold. Yeah? Cool. I don't mind it either, honestly. All right, so let's do a few more questions here. Let's see. So Paramita asks, which authors, living or dead, would you like to have a chat with over coffee? Well, yeah, definitely Neil Gaiman. We've already established that. Terry Brooks for sure. Ursula K. Le Guin. I would love to have a chat with her over coffee. Tolkien, of course. I would be completely remiss if I didn't say Tolkien. Jim Butcher would be cool to have coffee with. There's so many. Yeah, there's so many. N.K. Jemisin, I would love to meet her for coffee. That would be awesome. So yeah, that would be cool. And then she also asks, what are some of your favorite films or television series? Oh, okay. So yeah, that's definitely a question I need to answer. Let me pick this. Let me take a couple of these. Hey, being normal is highly overrated, Jenny. Be weird. It's all good. I know. I know. I'm happy being weird. I can't wait. When can we start the fireplace soon? Oh, the fireplace. So that are you saying it's a fireplace read? Sit down in front of the fireplace, get the book out, start reading it. And oh, never. You might be. You're probably referring to the weather, actually. Now that I think about it. So okay, yes, I'm totally down with colder weather. We'll get that in Phoenix probably end of November, maybe. We might get colder weather by then. All right, so my favorite films and television series. Oh goodness, there are so many. My favorite movie of all time is Charade with Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn. Um, it's called the best Hitchcock movie that Hitchcock never made. It's created by a guy named Stanley Donen. He was the director, and fantastic movie. I've probably watched it 50 plus times over the course of my life. I absolutely love it. And see, I'm not even 50 yet. I'll be 48 this month. So that means I could almost say that I've watched it every year for the last 40 plus years, but I haven't quite. I think I just watched that movie several times in the space of 1 year, quite a few times. So Charade is definitely a big one. The original Star Wars trilogy for sure, absolute favorites of mine. The original Dune movie, believe it or not, by David Lynch, it's one of my favorites. I know it's not accurate, but I don't care. I had fun with that movie. Um, let's see. Favorite television series: the Granada television Sherlock Holmes series with Jeremy Brett. Um, oh, let's see what else. Good Omens. I absolutely love Good Omens. Um, Sandman's great. Uh, Battlestar Galactica. The new Battlestar Galactica. I like the original as well, but not as much. So the newer Battlestar Galactica. I've got way too many shows, I could say. So I'll just end it there. Yep, cozy book vibes. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's getting to be that time of year. Okay, tea or coffee? I used to like. I used to drink coffee all the time and tea. I like them both, but I don't drink coffee anymore. I just drink tea and soda on occasion. Oh, gotta wet my whistle there. Cats or dogs? Cats, absolutely. These are all from Paramita, by the way. Uh, I like dogs as well, but I like other people's dogs. I prefer to be a cat owner. Fantasy or sci-fi? Fantasy all the way. I like sci-fi. Just if I had to choose, it's fantasy all the way. Um, I quit caffeine recently. Oh yeah, yeah, and I've been coffee free for a little over 2 years now, I think, but I haven't gotten rid of caffeine entirely yet. So you're better than I am. Good on you, Bag, because I haven't quite gone that far yet. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Um, Another question that Bad asked me um, was, where do you see your channel in 5 years? Are there any new goals or new content in the mix? Okay, so I kind of told you about, we kind of did the um, any goals or new content in the mix, but I can talk about a little new content as well. Um, but for the first question, in 5 years, I don't know. I hope to still be doing BookTube in 5 years. I would love that. Um, but I guess we'll see what happens. I would imagine that maybe in 5 years' time, I would be at 5,000 subscribers, maybe. Um, I don't know. That's a really good question. Hopefully, I'm still making content that everybody loves. And I'm hoping in 5 more years, I'm not on any medication still. I'm only getting older, but I'll be in my 50s by then. So, uh, yeah, but I feel a young man yet. So, with a few aches and pains, but I hope so. As far as new content coming up, I'm always trying to think up new things to do videos about. I have a video that I'm going to be filming today for my favorite bookish recipes. So, if you like food, you got to be there for that video. Um, I hope to do more Chaz and Friends episodes in the future for sure. More book reviews, of course. Um, I'm always trying to think of new, like, top 5 videos or top 10 videos. If there's some of those that you guys would like to see, let me know. I'd be happy to jot some ideas down. Um, Thank you, Kajuke. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I bet you like bringing up Baby with Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn. I probably would. I probably would. I love Cary Grant. He's a fantastic actor. I like Audrey. I like Katharine Hepburn as well. Um, but I haven't really seen her in much, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm sure I would probably like it. Um, the one I want to see is Arsenic and Old Lace. I still have not seen that one, and I need to get on the bandwagon. My husband likes my new mood. He won't let me drink caffeine anymore because I'm a happy wife. He's happy too. I like that. That's hilarious. He likes you better without caffeine. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm glad the hat is a hit. You love food. Okay, if you love food, you're definitely going to like this video coming up. And I'll be reading the quotes from the book that talks about the food and everything. It's going to be a lot of fun. I wish you many blessings, my friend. The future will be good, whatever comes its way. There's nothing you can't handle or do. Thank you so much. You're so encouraging. I appreciate it. I'm going to head off to bed. Chat with you all next time. Yeah, absolutely. I know it's getting about that time. So have a good night, Jenny. Thank you for checking in. Quick wit, humor, and great acting. So yeah, I have no doubt it's a lot of fun. Yeah, Cary Grant's got a really great. He's very humorous to watch. So yeah, I've loved. Another one of my favorites is North by Northwest, and I laugh so hard during some of those scenes. All right, so let's do one more here. Read by Fred sent in a question earlier. What were your favorite shows as a kid, as a teenager, and as an adult? Um, so I kind of talked about the favorite shows, but like as a kid, I watched. I loved Sesame Street. Um, I mean, what kid didn't like Sesame Street? I think Saturday morning cartoons. I was all over. Looney Tunes. To this day, I'm still a huge fan of Looney Tunes. Charlie Brown, the Peanuts Gang. Um, Masters of the Universe was a big favorite of mine. Um, and Thundercats and G.I. Joe and Voltron. Yeah, I was a huge nerd as a kid too. So that's yeah, yeah. That lots of shows there as a kid. Um, see any other shows? Oh yeah, The Equalizer. I was a huge fan of The Equalizer with Edward Woodward. Um, there's so many good ones. Kojak. I used to watch that all the time with my dad. Uh, yeah. So yeah, good stuff. Oh, the Smurfs. Yeah, yeah. I love the Smurfs. And I mean, as I've grown up, I look back on the Smurfs and I'm like, they were obvious. The creator of that show was obviously smoking something, but whatever it was, it made a really good show. Inspector Gadget was another one. Um, so yeah, yeah, loved a lot of those shows. Um, I'm glad, yeah, Kaiju. I'm glad your toddler loves them. It's a great show. It's really great. Um, oh yeah, I Love Lucy. Oh yeah, Bewitched. I Dream of Jeannie. Yeah, those are all great shows. Absolutely. Yeah. Mary Tyler Moore, Dick Van Dyke. I used to watch a lot of the reruns of those. Um, yeah, yeah, good stuff. Um, oh, Benson was another one with Robert Guillaume. I love Benson. Mr. Belvedere. Yeah, there's so many, so many. Um, what about Elf? Oh, Alf. Yes, yes, I loved Alf. Alf was great. Yeah, Gordon Shumway. I loved Alf. That's a great show. Three's Company was okay. It wasn't a favorite of mine, but I liked it. I liked it enough to watch it whenever it came on. Family Ties with Michael J. Fox. I always enjoyed that show. I was a huge fan of the Cosby Show when I was younger. Um, Not so much now, unfortunately, but uh, it was kind of ruined for me. But I loved the Cosby Show back in the day. Um, oh yeah, Perfect Strangers. Hmm. Yeah, I remember that show. Um, Charles in Charge. A lot of high school friends called me Charles in Charge to tease me, but I owned it. I liked it. Um, oh, and that reminded me of another one. Perfect. Oh, um, Newhart. And I was never a huge fan of Bob Newhart. He was okay, but what really did the Newhart show for me was Larry, Daryl, and Daryl. Hi, I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl. Love it. Absolutely love it. They stole the show for me. Um, the TGIF lineup, Full House, Family. Oh yeah, yeah, Full House, Family Matters. I think I like Family Matters a little bit more, but Full House was good too. Perfect Strangers. Newhart was great. Yeah. My So-Called Life. I haven't watched My So-Called Life, honestly. Um, Another favorite show of mine is Buffy. I'm new to Buffy, and I haven't finished it. I think uh, I'm about 4 seasons in with Buffy, and halfway through the first season for Angel, I think. So I'm kind of watching them concurrently. Snorkels. Okay, I haven't heard of the Snorkels. Okay, nice. Yeah, I do. I need to finish Buffy. I really do. Yeah, I need to finish it for sure. And I'm current as far as shows that I'm currently loving. I love Downton Abbey as well. Like I'm obsessed with Downton Abbey right now. Like give me something about the royals, even if it's a fictional royal family. I'm all you know. Yeah, I love it. There was one last question from Fred. What is your favorite movie? The one that you enjoy rewatching from time to time? Okay, so that would be Charade. That would be Charade. I mentioned that one earlier. Um, Although there's other movies that I watched like umpteen million times, it would seem like. So okay, so Saved by the Bell or 919. Oh yeah, 90210. Yeah, I haven't watched either of those. Yeah. Um, I never was really interested, but I'm sure they're good. I'm sure they're fine. Cool, cool. So I think I've done all the major stuff that I wanted to do today on the stream. Do you guys have any requests? Feel free to keep hitting me with questions. Um, we can't be friends. Haven't heard of the Snorkels. You're disappointed in me. Oh no. Yeah, I don't even know what they are. Gilmore Girls. Okay. Okay, yeah, I have not seen Gilmore Girls. I've watched Game of Thrones through like 3 times. And House of the Dragon is awesome too. And I'm probably going to watch Game of Thrones again eventually. It even though even though it has a different ending, I'm sure, or even though the last season wasn't the best, I still really enjoyed it, and I'll keep watching it again. So I'd like to hear some poetry. Oh, wow. I don't know if I can do any poetry on the spot. Let's see, I have some old poetry that I wrote. I've read it on the channel before. Um, hmm. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Do people want poetry? Is that what you guys want? Oh, actually, I know where it is. I have it saved in my Google Drive. But if you guys want poetry, I can give it to you. Snorkels are like underwater Smurfs. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I did not know that. I've never heard of them. Um, poetry. Do. Oh, I know where it is. Let's see. Files. Novira. Dreamer Scourge. Okay, yeah. So I did find my poetry. If you guys want, I can read you some poetry I've written. I don't have anything new, and I probably don't want to do anything off the cuff because I'm not a poet. But if I work at it, I can do it. So I can read you some of my current stuff. Yo, Chaz, congrats! Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Liam. Annihilation or Midsummer are on my repeat go-to movies. Oh, okay. I don't. I have seen Annihilation. I don't know if I've seen Midsummer. Is that a series or no? That must be a movie. Yeah, I haven't seen Midsummer. I don't think. Well, thank you for an amazing live stream. Congratulations, my friend. All wonderful questions. I wish you many more of everything. I'm going to go. Thank you for tuning in, Bad. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Snorks, not snorkels. Okay. All right. Okay. And it's a horror movie. Okay. Midsummer's a horror movie. Okay, I'll have to check it out. That's cool. Yeah. And Mona Lisa, I got your text with the link, so I'll take a look at it later, and I'll let you know what I think. Yeah, Midsummer Murders is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, because I have a BritBox subscription, and I think it's on BritBox. So yeah. Uh, So I'll take some more cheesecake here, and then I guess I know one person, Danielle had mentioned poetry. Maybe I'll read one of my poems. Mm-mm-mm. Oh yeah, BritBox is well worth the money if you like to watch a lot of British television, like especially if you like Agatha Christie, because they've got all the Poirot mysteries on there. They've got all the Miss Marple series on there. They've got Staged with David Tennant and Michael Sheen, which is awesome. They've got the entire Granada Sherlock Holmes series on there. So, yeah, it's all good. It is pumpkin cheesecake. Yes. And it's very, very good. The cinnamon is actually quite spicy in it. I was not expecting that, but it's good. Love well, yeah. If you love Christie, you would be very happy with a BritBox subscription. I have not seen Midsummer Murders, so I should probably add that to my list. That's good. All right. Well, I will go ahead and read a poem since it was asked, and we'll see what you guys think. All right. Let me get some water here. All righty. This one is called The Cupbearer's Lament. A cacophony of tears raining down upon the blood-soaked ground, like the clang of cathedral bells, and mourners echoing their sound. Warriors enthralled to kings sitting upon their thrones on high, lay equal now with those they fought neath the blanket of a lie. The shouts of hopeful triumph drowned out by screams of anguish, as countless fell beneath the vanguard, deprived of even a dying wish. A deathly pallor coats the skies, the siege camps filled with decay, while scavengers soar above them, counting out their prey. The few who return to the citadel, whether marching, carried, or dragged, are met with bitter fanfare as the joy of those waiting is gagged. Such is the price of war, the curse of serving those in power. One day perhaps it will be me who is pressed to bend the knee and forced to meet my final hour. Okay, well, there's some poetry for you. Let me know. Let me know what you think, or if you think I should do more eventually. I have another poem that I wrote, but I'll probably do more in the future. But it takes a lot of work for me. Oh yeah, you like that? Thank you. Awesome. I'm glad you liked it. Yay, you're welcome. All right. Well, we are getting toward the 2 hour mark. Do you guys have any other questions for me? Any comments, any suggestions for things that you would like to see on my channel that I've not done as of yet? I'd love to. I'm totally open to ideas and questions, so that would be awesome. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad. What's for dinner? Well, I made breakfast food last night. So I did, I made French toast, bacon, and sunny side up eggs. So, but that's pretty much almost gone. So I think we're just going out tonight. To be honest, I'm probably gonna, I don't know, maybe I'll get sushi. Somebody mentioned sushi earlier, so I may get sushi for me. I don't know about for my daughter, but we'll see. That's the plan. Though we're probably just going to go out tonight. I have a pot roast planned for later in the week, though. Pot roast, mashed potatoes, carrots, gravy. There may be some wine or beer along with it as well. You know all the necessities. Yes, thank you so much. She's awesome, and everybody loves when she comes on my channel. She will be making an appearance again. We had talked about doing a video talking about not Game of Thrones, um, Good Omens season 2. Completely different show from Game of Thrones. We talked about doing a video talking about our thoughts on Good Omens season 2. So that will happen probably eventually. I'm thinking. But yeah, I would love to have her on my channel again. It'll happen. Next month, I'm going to be reading um, Project Hail Mary because that was the book that she picked for me to read the last time she was on the channel. So I think she and I talked about doing uh, a review or discussion together after I've read it and talk about the book on my channel. So that'll probably happen too. I'm ready for your cooking vlogs. Yes. So I had mentioned this briefly to Danielle over at Book Kara here, and is that something you guys would be interested in seeing? Like me talking about books while I'm cooking food? Is that something that that you'd like to see? If so, let me know. But I know Danielle wants me to do it, so I probably will eventually. Oh yeah, sushi's amazing. What's your favorite roll, or what's your favorite type of sushi to have, Kaiju? Cooking you. Oh yeah, I love cooking YouTube videos. I have several channels that I follow on a regular basis for food. Jamie Oliver is one. Um, Downshiftology is another one. There's so many good cooking channels. We had breakfast for dinner last night too. Pancakes, waffles, bacon, and sausage. Hey, that sounds awesome. I'm always down for having breakfast for dinner. It's really good. So And it was the first time I had made sunny side up eggs. And I found this. I should have brought it. I found this really cute little one egg pan. It's just like it's about that big around, and you can cook one egg in it, and it was perfect. It made really good eggs, and I watched a quick video on how to do sunny side up eggs because I've killed eggs in the past, or not killed them. They were still edible, but yeah, I'm not great with eggs. So yeah, yay. Oh, I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She is really smart, and yeah, yeah, she loves books, and she has some great picks for books. So I'm really proud of her. Have I stocked up on Oktoberfest? I have. I'm running short though, so I'm probably going to need to buy another case. But I am stocked up on Oktoberfest, and I probably better stock up on it soon because we're nearing the middle of October and it's probably going to be gone here before long. So yeah, got to do that. Do that. Okay, cool. We got a lot of people want to see cooking vlogs. Someone wants to, Mona Lisa wants to see booking vlogs. Uh, hey, thank you, Dan, so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. California roll, yeah, California rolls are great. I like salmon rolls as well. Tuna rolls, sometimes I have to be in a mood for. Philly rolls, um, uh, tempura rolls are really good as well. I like tempura rolls. So yeah, there's a really great sushi place just down the street from me that has actually really reasonable prices for all the food they give you, and the rolls are like they're really good sized rolls compared to other places I've had sushi at. Like most places I go, the rolls are like that, and these rolls are like that. It's great. It's great. Shrimp tempura roll. Yeah, shrimp tempura rolls are really good. I like the Vegas roll. It's the uh, salmon and cream cheese tempura roll. Really good. Haha, the drool emoji. We've got the drool emoji going on here. Sounds like you don't have enough to last the next year. Yeah, I probably don't. And honestly, I kind of wonder if, like, I mean, I love Oktoberfest, but I kind of wonder if I did get it for the whole year, if I would get burned out on it. So I don't know, but I do plan on stocking up on more. Well, I figured that's what you meant, but you never know. You could have been combining books and cooking and calling it booking, so I just, I rolled with it. Yeah. But I love to cook. So I love to cook and I love books. And so that would be a perfect combination to try out for a vlog sometime. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. All righty. Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Hmm. There's a place here that has a sweet potato tim. Oh, really? Sweet potato tempura roll. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that being good for a tempura roll. Yeah, I like it. I like sweet potatoes. So, yeah, good stuff. Well, we are nearing the 2 hour mark here. And I know it's about 6 p.m., right around dinner time on the East Coast. And some people are in bed by now. So um, I think I'm probably going to go ahead and call it here in a few minutes. But let's see. Booking was, yeah, there you go. See, you've got a new idea. Well, this has been awesome. Um, I hope you all enjoyed today's live stream. Um, Once again, congratulations to Groove Dude 925 and Bad as Rad 2 for winning the giveaway. I will be reaching out to both of them to get them their books, or if they prefer a gift card, we'll work that out too. So yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Danielle. Thank you. And yeah, thank you, and yeah, and congrats to the winners as well. And I will be having more stuff coming in the near future. Uh, be on the lookout for that. My favorite bookish food video, favorite bookish recipes. Be on the lookout for that. That's going to be next Tuesday. And then next Friday, I will have a review up for the Lock and Key series by Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez. They did that together. So, yeah, I'll have a review up for that. And more shenanigans to come, as always. Yeah. So, uh, yeah, be on the lookout for more content from me. Brain is now running through ways to make it work. Yeah, that's the thing with vlogs. You gotta really work at putting it together. Thank you so much, Mona Lisa. I appreciate it. Uh, well, guys, until next time, I hope you have an amazing rest of your weekend. Make sure you're reading more books, and I will talk with you soon.